I'm sharing the screen with you. All right. Good morning, all of you once again. Put your audio mute. If you want to ask any question, please keep asking questions anywhere. And if you want to participate also, you can put on your audios. Yesterday, we had been doing this. We had stopped here, if you remember. All right. We had done the small case study about Levi's, right? And in that also specifically Levi's curve ID specifically for female segment. That's what we were, doing yesterday. How did the company sense the market? How did the company, went for the research, product development, designed it, and further went and launched it? That's what we had studied in the last class. So going further with the next case study, small case study, and then we'll go ahead with the next topic. Okay, we all know Nike. We very well know the brand Nike's speciality also, and why it is so famous, and what is it doing basically as a part of its strategy. So that's what the purpose of the small caselet is. I'll begin with a small core competency that Nike has. Core competency का मतलब something which is very unique, और जो उनका खुद का एक unique style of functioning है, right? So if you talk about this style, what are they trying to do is it manufactures its own shoes, right? What does this company do? It is manufacturing its own, it doesn't manufacture its own shoes. Now Nike, which is very well known for its brand of shoes, I'm mentioning here that it is not making its shoes. So if it is not making its shoes, what is it doing? So in fact, being an Asian, what Asian country is considered as one of the best market for shoe making, right? Of course, it is also known for textiles also, but for shoe making. So what Nike is doing, they are, getting the manufacturers. So fact being that their Asian manufacturers are more competent, more better. That means जो Asian में जो manufacturers है, they are better than Nike manufacturing. So now that is the reason why what Nike does is instead of making itself competing और अपने आप को Asian countries से better बनाने से अच्छा, they are going further and getting in tie-up with these Asian brands who make good shoes, and they are just outsourcing or they are just buying those shoes for on behalf of Nike. After doing that, the basic purpose what Nike does is it nurtures its superiority. If you see this, wait. Rohan, please mute. Okay, so instead of, what does it do is, instead of making its shoes, what is it doing? It is actually making superiority in shoe designing and merchandising. In short, it's simple ऐसे function होता है जैसे कि काफी pharma industry में भी ये होता है कि somebody else is making your basic generic medicines, you brand it, that is Cadila brands it, and say for example, I'm taking an example of Cadila. There are a lot of small units which make generic medicines for Cadila. Cadila उसकी जगह पे क्या करता है? They buy those medicines from them, brands it. Obviously ये सब licensed and tested versions होते हैं. So they brand it and they supply it on behalf. So the companies who are in tie-up with Cadila are just producing. They are not entering into branding of a product. What is Cadila instead of that doing? It is trying and branding and maintaining the distribution channel. So matlab it's like a outsourcing of a production concept. Right? So Nike is, what is it Nike good in? It's very good in its branding activity. It's very good in its marketing activity. It's very good in, providing a design and a merchandising. Now, when I'm talking about merchandising, matlab display of products at Nike showroom. Right? So वो अपना retail and पूरा completely संभालता है, which is very very important क्योंकि वो direct customer के साथ touch में आता है. So this is how a Nike showroom would look like. Multiple designs are there. This one such example. So when you go to Nike showroom, you find that unique infrastructure है उसका and unique way of displaying the products है. Now this is a very simple display of products which normally good brands do it. right? Further, if you see, और भी unique करते हैं by making, अगर आप देखोगे तो these are known as mannequins and stands that the company is, putting their shoes on. So in materials maybe Nike is concentrating so that it looks unique and it looks in a different way, right? So it is presented in a very different way to the customers, right? So in short, it's simple. It's like even Procter and Gamble is doing such things, right? It's not about they do make the product, but what is to be made, when is to be made, how to launch it, everything is being designed and decided by its consultancy company, that is Essential, right? So उनकी marketing campaigns पूरा design and कब launch करना, ये सारी चीजें Procter and Gamble का Essential कर रहा है. Same way, Nike is not producing the shoes, it is taking the shoes from the Asian market and just working more on branding and making the product look better and displaying it in a merchandising format. Let's see what is Nike's pricing. Raw material cost and manufacturing is relatively very cheap, right? Yet Nike charges very premium rate. Obviously, branding activity का charm ही ये है कि if you are able to create a good brand, you have a right to charge, right? In sense, customer would prefer to pay premium prices, right? So material, labor, shipment, import duties, ये सब कुछ less than $25 में it's possible for Nike to sell. But what Nike does is 25, and again there is some $15 which is a compensating cost for its sales, distribution, administrative, endorsement activities, advertising and R&D. इन सब का भी एक अलग सा cost है, वो है $15. Just take like that. So it comes to be 40 plus 7 is the retailer's margin. Retailers overhead means it includes उनके जो personals use हो रहे हैं, because it's a franchisee model, so उनके जो persons use हो रहे हैं, उनका lease, उनका equipment cost, ये सारी चीजें मिलाकर कुछ $30 share Nike को पड़ रहा है, so including the profit of $10. So in short, the customer cost is $80, right? So if you talk about this, मतलब एक shoe, एक normal range of a shoe $80 जो charge हो रहा है, if you see the basic cost of it, वो कहीं ना कहीं 30 के आसपास पड़ रहा है या 35 पे पड़ रहा है. उसके बाद जो सारे cost है वो सब कुछ उसके displaying और उसकी branding activity पे है. So this is a unique strategy that Nike is following. Instead of mastering on making a shoe, let's just master on understanding what customer wants, how to brand the product, and also how to merchandise, because retail में look बड़ा matter करता है. So how to visually merchandise, visual merchandising बोलते हैं उसको. So how to visually merchandise the product in such a way that the product becomes a good brand. So that is what Nike is doing. All right. So all of you clear with Nike's example?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. All right. So now let me go further with the next one. Now, yesterday, if you remember, we were studying value chain, right? And in that, we had studied Michael Porter's value chain model, which says that you have 9 activities, right? So that was a very basic value chain model. This value chain is known as, इसके दो नाम है, एक है holistic value chain, holistic marketing framework, base, या आगे अगर आप पढ़ोगे तब आएगा एक superior value chain, right? Let's see how does it work. It says holistic marketers succeed, मतलब today, now we all know that from production, product, marketing, sales, हम evolve होके एक holistic marketing में enter हुए, right? So right now we are into a modern marketing base. In this holistic marketing, very important point of a company is that rather than just being in a normal chain, value chain, let's enter into a superior value chain. Now, what does superior value chain mean and what is the purpose? The basic purpose is that whatever you are delivering till now, you will reach a higher level, right? So what is this higher level? In what sense? You can be a better quality, better service company, and also in better speed base, मतलब speed in terms of बहुत सारे angles हैं. It's not only supply का speed, idea से लेकर innovation से लेकर production in every place, if you can manage the speed, you will be rightly at a right time in the market. So ye base hai, right? I'll repeat. Holistic marketing का मतलब simple, we know what is holistic marketing, modern base, the broader view, right? Which says normal marketing या sales नहीं चलेगा, कुछ और extra करना, you have to do something extra, or you have to go beyond a holistic normal marketing view. Now we are going and saying that instead of only going and doing this value chain, we are entering into a superior value chain. The name itself says you are reaching a higher quality level. So how do you reach a higher quality, a higher level? By increasing your quality, by increasing the service, and by increasing the speed. Let me just show you the components of this model. It says it's an integration between, integration का मतलब ही simple है, mixture, right? It's a mixture between two factors. Now two things are what? One is relevant actors and second is value based activities. Now what does this relevant actor means? मतलब यहाँ के दो components हैं, one is relevant actor and second is value based activity. Model बड़ा important सा है, please ध्यान से सुनना, right? And if you have paper pen अगर है या screenshot ले सकते हो, whatever, keep that in with you and understand what this is trying to tell, because आपके textbook में it will become difficult when you go and study by yourself, right? It's very simple. मैंने model को तोड़ के बताया कि it has two things. One is your relevant actor and second is your value based activities. Now when you talk about relevant actors, मतलब इसके जो participants type of thing, इसमें तीन लोग हैं, simple, customers, company, collaborators, right? When you talk about customers, company and collaborator, what is this customer, company and collaborator are? They are known as the relevant actors, right? They are the participants. या उनके ऊपर आपको कुछ करना है. Value based activities are simple. हमने पहले भी देखा था what is value activities. First is exploration of value, creation of value, delivery of value, right? सिंपल है. एक्सप्लोरेशन मतलब आपको ढूंढना है, क्या वैल्यू सिस्टम दूं, क्या वैल्यू मैं पास ऑन करूं, राइट? जैसे नाइकी बोलता है कि मेरे जो कस्टमर्स हैं जब वो नाइकी पहनेंगे उनको एक एथलेटिक फील आएगा. दिस इज अ वैल्यू, राइट? नाउ दिस हैज टू बी फाउंड आउट कि भाई यंगस्टर्स जो हैं आसपास में, जो whoever are my TGA मतलब my target audience, target group audience, मेरे जो भी target group audience हैं, they what do they value? So obviously इतना महंगा शूज मैं सिर्फ अपने कंफर्ट के लिए, यस ऑफ कोर्स अगर रिकमेंडेड बाय डॉक्टर होगा तो मैं पहनूंगी, बट अदरवाइज मेरे कंफर्ट, मेरे लुक के लिए नहीं, कुछ है जो अलग चीज है जिसके लिए लोग पहनते हैं. सो फाइंड आउट दोज वैल्यू, दैट इज नोन एज वैल्यू एक्सप्लोरेशन, राइट? सेकेंड इज ऑब्वियसली हमने ये भी पढ़ा था लास्ट मॉडल्स में, दैट क्रिएट दोज वैल्यू, एंड थर्ड इज डिलीवर दोज वैल्यू. मिल गए आपको 6 points, that is 3 into 3. Now when you compare this, मतलब इसका एक मैट्रिक्स बनता है. जब आप मैट्रिक्स बनाते हो तो 3 into 3 ऐसा दिखेगा, right? जिसमें 9 components होते हैं. It's very simple, calculation. So now what does it mean? It says simple. Relevant actors ऊपर हैं, customer, competitor and the network. अगर आप इसमें देखोगे, customer, company and the collaborators. So customer, company, and the collaborators. आपकी, these are the actors, and what are your activities? Exploration, value creation, and delivery. एक एक करके धीरे धीरे जा रही हूँ. Wherever you think there is a doubt, come and ask me. First component, जो एक first combination से बनता है, that is first matrix, customer focus and value exploration, right? What are you trying to do? You're trying to find out a new opportunity, right? You're trying to explore. From whose angle? From customer's angle, right? So you have identified a cognitive space. Cognitive space मतलब एक learned space, जहां से आपको पता चला कि there is something known as a latent space and existing में upgradation. It's very simple. मैं जब मार्केट में जाके ढूंढ रही हूँ कि मेरा प्रोडक्ट सही जा रहा है कि नहीं, तो I can always find out from 2 angles. One, what is a gap? What is that the hidden need which is there in customer's mind, right? And second, I can think from ये प्रोडक्ट जो है उसको मैं अपग्रेड करूं. क्योंकि सिंपल लॉजिक है, अगर मैं अपग्रेड नहीं करूंगी प्रोडक्ट को, from customer's angle, then what will happen? The product will become absolute. मतलब it will become extinct. ये classical, failure हो जाएगा. It's simple. पुराना feel आएगा, so you will start rejecting by default, right? So there is something known as an extra, thing that is needed. Simple है, like space, latent space मतलब gap है. Simple, let's say for example, gap कैसे find out किया? So say for example, Horlicks brand identified that जूनियर हॉर्लिक्स है, नॉर्मल हॉर्लिक्स है, लेकिन किसी ने विमेन हॉर्लिक्स नहीं बनाया. सो दिस इज नोन एज अ लेटेंट स्पेस. एग्जिस्टिंग में अपग्रेडेशन क्या हो सकता है? सो से फॉर एग्जांपल विमेन हॉर्लिक्स बनाया, उसमें अब मैंने फ्लेवर्स सोचे नहीं which women differently like. say for example suppose ऐसा कुछ करे, हॉर्लिक्स ही है, उसमें केसर बादाम भी है, और केसर के एडवर्टाइजमेंट में मैं बहुत क्लियरली बोलती हूँ, इट फेयर्स और ग्लोज योर स्किन अलोंग विथ योर बोन. मतलब बोन को तो चाहिए ही एक हॉर्लिक्स जैसा ड्रिंक, साथ में विमेन के स्किन को वो फ्लरिश करेगा. सो दिस बिकम्स व्हाट? अपग्रेडेशन, राइट? सो कस्टमर फोकस, इट गिव्स यू टू थिंग्स. नेक्स्ट वन, कोर कंपिटेंसी. अब ये कंपनी एंगल से है. सो कोर कंपिटेंसी मींस क्या? सिंपल, मूव ऑन विथ ब्रेथ वर्सेस फोकस. आप ये क्या करने की कोशिश कर रहे हो कि मैंने जो आइडेंटिफाई किया, अब उसके आगे मैं इसमें अपने आप को एक आई एम ट्राइंग टू बिकम द best out of it, right? I'm trying to become the best in this particular category, right? Like say for example, try and identify an innovation. Now when I am inventing something, it's my thing, nobody else has it, so that itself is a space, right? Second can be phase 2 किसी भी product का. So like say for example Kellogg's, right? आगे मैं एक example देने भी वाली हूँ, लेकिन Kellogg's के, like say for example, what did Kellogg's के do? It created a different category which is saying that दिन में 2 बार या 7 दिन का चैलेंज, दिन में 2 बार एक बोल एक टाइम पे, एंड उसमें माप भी बता देते हैं, एंड दिस इफ यू ईट यू विल हैव अ के टाइप फिगर. मतलब उस एंड द वे द के इज रिटन आल्सो इज टोटली डिफरेंट. So if you talk about this, what is this? It is now my competitive space. Nobody else can enter. It's my core competency, right? Google. Now, Google is an innovative company. इसमें हजार जाके just go and search Google innovations. You will get many of those innovations are still yet to come out in the market. But what is Google trying to do? It is creating that innovation and upload करके रख देते हैं कि this is my innovation. So that's a core competency space that you are trying to create. अब तक कोई डाउट है?
No, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Doubt है.
Shall I go further?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Next one, collaborative network. So cognitive space, competitive space, I'm still growing, right? So if I'm growing, I have two options. I can grow or increase my resources. See, when you go for collaboration, हमने कल भी पढ़ा था कि we go for collaborations when we feel that our resources are somewhere lacking, right? या कुछ कमी है या कुछ grow करने के लिए चाहिए. So in that case, you have two options. You can go horizontally or you can go vertically. Now horizontal is simple. Same level की companies जो हैं, you can go and eat or tie up or buy or acquire whatever options, right? So I've given an example here, Parle Coke, जिसका case study we have already studied. So horizontal is एक level की जो companies हैं या similar type का जो company है, उसको आपने आपस में collaborate कर लिया. This is extra, like it's simple. वाघ बकरी को अगर अपना टी जो है वेस्टर्न रीजन में बड़ा फेमस है, उस टी को साउथ में अगर उसको सेल करना है तो इट कैन गो टू साउथ स्पेस वेयर इन कोई छोटा सा कंपनी है जिसका मार्केट प्रिटी गुड है, उस कंपनी को इट कैन ईट अप. It's a similar company, right? That one is horizontal. Next one is vertical. Now what is vertical? Vertical says आगे पीछे, मतलब आपका रॉ मटेरियल के वहां का कंपनी या आपके सप्लाई रिटेल एंड में जो कंपनीज हैं, you are trying to eat those companies. You are trying to be collaborative to those companies, right?
आते दीदी स्क्रीन का देखिए.
Can I have audios mute, please? Jill. All right. So in this, it's very simple. It says आप horizontal, यानी आप same level की companies को, you know, you're trying to collaborate. Vertical मतलब आप आगे पीछे की कोई company है, जैसे कि you are having yes Smith. Yes Smith, tell me. Okay, Smith, yeah, you can just put that in your chat box, or message me directly. Okay, I'm going further. The next one is vertical collaboration. Horizontal is clear. Vertical का मतलब है आगे पीछे की कोई कंपनी, जैसे कि Reliance Fresh जाके I've already told you forward and backward integration. This is a part of that. Say for example, Reliance Fresh, instead of just keeping on procuring materials. I think it is Sachin. Please आप लोग अपना ऑडियोज म्यूट कीजिए.
मैम,
या
आप ऑल म्यूट कर दो.
all right, I'll do it later. Fine. All right. Now, when you are doing a horizontal, vertical collaboration, आप क्या करते हो? Backward या forward में से किसी दोनों को या किसी एक को you're trying to collaborate. Like say for example, Reliance Fresh जाता है fields में से procure करता है. उससे अच्छा it can buy those fields, or it can get in tie up with the small units जो ये सब produce कर रहा है. So उनके through ही फिर आपका पूरा procurement होए. इस टाइप का कुछ collaboration करते हो. This becomes vertical. So cognitive space, competency space, resource space. I'm going further. When you're creating value, so that was exploration, you're trying to identify. When you're creating value, you have three options here. Again, customer focus, company focus, and collaborative focus. Customer focus अगर है, जब आप create करते हो value, so go and find out new customer benefits. मतलब मेरे जो products हैं, उसके साथ ही मैं और क्या-क्या benefits दे सकता हूँ. Let's take an example of Kodak here. I've already told you that Kodak was very well known for its the camera rolls, right? So from camera rolls, it entered into camera, and then when the camera market was falling, so obviously जब हम digitalized version में जाते हैं तो cameras का usage नहीं है, so almost it is going to get over. So what did Kodak enter into? Kodak enter into digital printing machineries which can print a higher level of images, like even a medical printing options या medical scan और वो सब का जो भी prints होता है वो type की printing तक के products they are making. So a camera roll company now is into digital printing machineries and all those equipments जो heavy places में use होते हैं. So if this type of extension you are doing, you are thinking from new customer benefits, क्योंकि you are not wanting to stop your business. In fact, you're trying to identify newer customer and its newer benefits. Next one, business domain. So ये सब करने के बाद, now it's the time that you have to create your own domain. Now what does a domain mean? Domain का मतलब होता है कि I am a king of that particular area, point, right? Like say for example, I've given a very good example here to make you understand. It's a very simple thing. business domain का मतलब it's like I'm trying to become the, if I speak that name you remember only one point. That's what the base is. Like say for example Dove, right? Now we know that Dove is into shampoo, it's into soap, it's into cosmetic creams and all those categories also. Even Dove is into deodorant, right? So and likewise multiple products. Now whenever you see the name Dove, Dove is always maintaining its color to be white. Its soap is so foam based and it's so creamy that उसने अपना एक, even अगर आप सिर का शैम्पू भी होगा ना तो डव एक ही चीज बोलता है कि मॉइस्चराइज योर हेड, योर स्कैल्प, राइट? मतलब सोप की कैटेगरी में भी मॉइस्चराइजेशन, डिओड्रेंट में भी वो बोलता है स्किन केयर एंड मॉइस्चराइजेशन टाइप ऑफ थिंग. अगर एक क्रीम है तो ऑब्वियसली वो मॉइस्चराइजेशन बोल रहा है. सो इन शॉर्ट, अगर आपको ऐसा कोई भी प्रोडक्ट चाहिए जो आपके स्किन को एक्स्ट्रा केयर करे या मॉइस्चराइजेशन की जरूरत है, यू विल गो टू डव. सो दिस मीन्स यू हैव क्रिएटेड अ डोमेन, right? A domain is a mastery. Like say for example, I will always say, take an example, say for example a Mica college, right? Now Mica के बहुत सारे multiple courses चलते होंगे, लेकिन Mica's advertisement and communication is very well known, right? Similarly IRMA, right? IRMA is again a rural institute of rural management. Now it's in Anand, right? It's a worldwide famous और इंडिया की काफी higher ranking में आती है IRMA. They have a domain known as rural, right? So kuch agri connected in colleges are like say for example Anand Agricultural University, obviously unka domain kya hai? Agri. So this is known as domain. aap apna ek domain create karo. That's what the company point of view things are saying. Creation में आगे, when you talk about collaborative network, from identifying a collaboration, मतलब आप horizontal vertical करने के बाद अब आगे बढ़ के business partners develop करो, right? So that's what the last point in the second row says. Next one. So now delivery, value delivery, using your capabilities and infrastructure to offer still more better, right? I'm sorry. Okay, so using a time which is still more better. So what you can do is you can enter into a space जहाँ पे आप अपनी capability का maximum use करते हो. So you enter into CRM activities. Second, from domain angle, अगर आप किसी चीज में ऑलरेडी फेमस हो गए हो, मॉइस्चराइजेशन फेमस हो गया, अब आगे और ग्रो करना है, सो आइडेंटिफाई अ सेगमेंट, राइट? आप ही के कोर कॉम्पिटेंसी के अंदर आप आइडेंटिफाई कर रहे हो सेगमेंट को जहां पर which was missing. Like say for example, internal resource management means what? You're internally finding out what can be further done. Like say for example, in case of Dove, right? So from Dove female segment, it entered into Dove men because men grooming segment भी बढ़ रहा है और वहां पे हर एक कंपनी उनको बोल रहा है कि आपका स्किन टफ है तो आपको टफर ट्रीटमेंट की जरूरत है, जबकि जरूरी नहीं है. So you enter into a segment which says even for men moisturizing is needed. So that's what Dove men says, right? Now the last one, business partner. So partners से आगे बढ़ रहे हो आप partner management. जैसे आप CRM करते हो वैसे ही आप business partner management कर रहे हो. So this is a whole huge structure of superior value chain, right? Now इसको हम ऐसे भी पढ़ रहे हैं. अब अगर आप उल्टा देखोगे, so from customer focus angle, cognitive space, new customer benefits and CRM, ये एक stretch है. कोर कॉम्पिटेंसी बेस, अपना एक कॉम्पिटेंसी स्पेस क्रिएट करो, फिर डोमेन क्रिएट करो, फिर इंटरनल रिसोर्स मैनेजमेंट के थ्रू और इनोवेशन करो. कोलैबोरेशन पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू देखोगे तो पहले रिसोर्स स्पेस क्रिएट करो, मतलब पहले कोलैबोरेट करो, फिर पार्टनर्स बनाओ, फिर पार्टनरशिप मैनेजमेंट. सो दिस इज हाउ द होल स्ट्रक्चर इज वर्किंग. I'm hoping that this is clear. I'm going further now. All right, look at this pic. This pic. Now I'm going to talk about few strategies, right, which is specifically not talking about low cost focus. वो सब हो गया, ये सारी चीजें अपने ब्रांड ने अपने लेवल पे अप्लाई कर लिया. Now you're going way beyond out and doing something. नॉर्मल बेस ऑफ एडवर्टाइजिंग क्या होता है कि गो फॉर इंडोर आउटडोर टीवी ब्रॉडकास्ट रेडियो प्रिंट ये सब करो, लेकिन अब आप और आगे सोचो, नाउ यू आर एंटरिंग इनटू अ स्ट्रेटजी व्हिच इज नोन एज, यहाँ पे हर एक सीन में इफ यू सी देयर इज सम और द अदर मूवी जहां पे आपने कुछ यूज किया, राइट? द फर्स्ट मूवी इफ यू सी इट इज क्रिश, आई डोंट नॉट रिमेंबर 2-3 जो भी है, वहां पे आपको दिखेगा बॉर्नविटा बीइंग प्लेस्ड, right? Similarly, go for this permanent roommates. It was a Netflix या uploaded web series. Now इसमें आपको ओला का टाइप दिख रहा है, right? पीकू मूवी में you will see Seat tire being emphasized. मतलब ये एक ऐसी स्ट्रेटजी है जिस स्ट्रेटजी का नाम है इन फिल्म प्रमोशंस. मतलब you are not showing advertisements programs के बीच में, you are putting the प्रोडक्ट इन द मिडस्ट ऑफ सम सीन. मतलब कोई सीन के अंदर आप ऐसा फिट कर रहे हो, शायद हो सकता है एकदम क्रूशियल सीन पे, बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग हायर लेवल ऑफ इंटरेस्ट के टाइम पे, वहां उस जगह पे आप उसको फिट कर रहे हो. से फॉर एग्जांपल जैसे कि किसी हीरो को विलन को, साउथ की मूवीज में हो सकता है ऐसा, किसी हीरो को विलन को मारना है तो वो पहले कोको कोला पी रहा है या पहले थम्स अप पी रहा है, एनर्जी ले रहा है, फिर जाके विलन को मार रहा है. सो दिस टाइप ऑफ इन फिल्म, मतलब आप उसको फिट करके कैसे भी कर यू आर ट्राइंग टू प्रमोट योर प्रोडक्ट. दिस कम्स द मेजर अंडरलाइंग कॉजेस चेंज इन द इंडस्ट्री. क्यों हो रहा है ये? क्योंकि इट्स वेरी सिंपल, हम कितने कंफ्यूजिंग लोग हैं, हमको मौका मिलता नहीं है, जैसे एडवर्टाइजमेंट दिखता है हम स्विच मोड पे होते हैं, राइट? सो मूवी में अगर आप इस तरह से या कोई सीरियल में किसी कहीं पे ये इसको फिट करते हो, सो देयर इज नो चांस ऑफ पीपल टू switch. Yeah, there is no chance of people to move ahead. So by default, you will have a forceful viewing of those advertisements. And एकदम सबसे important चीज है, मैंने जैसे बताया, you are putting those placements in a higher interest level. So जब भी interest level एकदम high है, तो हमारा attention एकदम high है. So by default, the product gets registered. This is one new example, not new, a different example of a strategy. This is how this also looks like. Right? Even when mother is cooking something in krish, she is mixing Bonvita milk. Next strategy. If you talk about this brand, now we know Surf, right? Surf in India is Surf. Now Surf has a beautiful strategy that it has a common look. आप Persil देख लो, Surf देख लो, Omo देख लो. मैंने सिर्फ 3 रखे ऐसे, और 2-3 और नाम हैं. Surf Excel in different countries have different name. Is it clear? Right? So what is it company trying to do? It is using a strategy. देखो look same है, product package भी काफी हद तक similar है. Only thing that changes is you have used a strategy of naming, right? So giving a name in different region according to the locational preference. So उस हिसाब से, उनके मतलब के हिसाब से you have changed the name. I have a few more examples of name here. This is one brand known as Mr. Clean. ये हमारे इंडिया में भी Mr. Clean के नाम पे जाना जाता है. This is a Procter and Gamble brand. अलग-अलग country में, if you see the country flags भी हैं उसमें, अलग-अलग countries में different types of name and the different way and method of marketing is being used. Your favorite Lay's, right? In majority countries it is Lay's, but in few countries where some naming issues are there या कुछ adaptation issues है, तो वहाँ पे the names are different. But you can see the yellow and the red color is same, and the way the Lay's is written is also similar, even if the language is different, right? All right, KFC entire globe में सिर्फ KFC है, but only in one region, that is Canada. वहां पे KFC का नाम KFC नहीं है, it is PFK, right? Now why it is PFK? It's simple. यहाँ पे नीचे description भी है mention. Canada has a rule that it needs to have in a specific province of Canada, not complete Canada. Quebec करके जो province है, वहां पे ये rule है कि you have to have a strict naming law which says you have to have a French name on your Mathew. Mathew मतलब बाहर जो आप नाम लिखते हो जहाँ पे. So उस हिसाब से the name gets changed from Kentucky Fried Chicken to Paulette Frit Kentucky. So obviously उसका abbreviation बनता है PFK. Okay, so this is how the strategy, even now why I brought this example is कुछ country के हिसाब से the strategies differs, या कुछ market changes के हिसाब से आपकी strategy totally different हो सकती है, like in case of in-film promotions. जैसे आपको लगता है कि customers are shifting, you are doing and finding out some mechanism जहां से you are fitting in to a forceful advertisement viewing. This is how Kellogg's, I already spoke about this example, right? Fine. Now, this is a small, example. I only have 2 minutes this time. Okay. Now, let me see if I get an upgrade. Agar nahi hai, to we'll continue in the next class. But as of now, if I'm not able to continue, you also can look into this as a small example. Ke the strategies by default change because there is a new era which has entered. That is, if you talk about today's era, it is internet digital era, right? So obviously products have to reach differently, products have to modify accordingly, and products will be reaching to the customers in a very, या उनका acceptance बहुत ही अलग way में होगा, right? Like say for example, पहले एक time था कि हम काफी बार ऐसा सोचते हैं कि अगर किसी ने कोई चीज पूरी कंप्लीट देखी है तभी उसको कुछ रजिस्टर होगा माइंड में, बट टुडे इट्स नॉट नेसेसरी. इतना टाइम नहीं है, कोई भी इंडिविजुअल इतना टाइम देने को रेडी भी नहीं होता है. सो इन दैट केस व्हाट कैन बी डन इज यू आइडेंटिफाई द स्मॉलेस्ट वर्जन ऑफ योर कैंपेन, put as a pop-up in front of these youngsters so that even pop-up कितने multiple times में आप वो pop-up दिखाते हो उस हिसाब से that is registered. So काफी बार ऐसा टेस्ट भी किया गया है कि दिन में अगर आपने इतने पॉपअप दिखाए हैं या इतने प्लेटफॉर्म्स में इस पॉपअप को यूज किया है उसकी रजिस्ट्री मतलब रिकॉल कितना है. So that has been shown that it is completely purely growing, right? So ये होता है, but then again ये market अगर सब लोग करने लगेंगे तो pop-ups also loses their chance. So this slide was just trying to tell you about various strategies, right? और different type of industry में जो changes आए हैं based on internet and the digital platforms. So I'll be discussing this in the next class. All right, all of you.